Hi, and welcome back to Tanya's Beauty Box. I am Tanya, and I know it has been quite the minute since I've made a video, but here I am. And I do have a very exciting video coming up on the 30th of June at 7 a.m. So stay tuned for that. Be watching. It's going to blow your mind. But right now, yes, I want to show you something else I've got. But I have been using these things, and this time, my show and tell is going to entail items that I've tried already. Well, some items I've tried already. Okay, some I have not. But I wanted to try something different because usually I just show you what it is and give you an idea of my thoughts on that particular product or a little swatch and an immediate reaction. But I've tried a couple of the products that I'm going to show you now, and the little swoop is getting on there. This wig here I found in a box, so I decided to change it up and put it on, and it looks cute on the package. So I was like, cool, cool, cool. But it's a number two, and the number two is dark brown, which is really like a medium brown. So I think I would like it better if it was more, if it was like 1B. Man, I can't figure this out. If it was a 1B, however, it ain't. It's a two. And it was so flat. It's getting flatter by the moment. So I was shook it, shook it, shook it, shook it. So I shook it, shook it, shook it. And I need volume, okay? So, but I had it this morning. It looked really cute. But it's like 3:14 in the afternoon on the 24th of June. So I'm at work, as you can see. And there's my little ace bag from the conference I went to last weekend. The American Council on Education, the Women's Network of Michigan. Great time to be had. I can't wait for the WOCC luncheon in September. Oh, goodness. But let's get into what I want to show you. I'll show you something really quick. So this is the Living Proof Full Blast, Full Dry Volume Blast, Instant Lasting Volume and Texture Spray. So I got this years ago from like an Ipsy or BoxyCharm, and of course it's a dry, some kind of dry thing, and that's not suitable for my particular hair type. However, I said, well, let me try this on this wig. So it's supposed to like give you instant volume and stuff, and it kind of did, because it was like straight flat when I took it out the package and everything, and I brushed it out, and it still was kind of laying kind of flat. And I need a little. I have such a round face. I don't need anything like dragging it down, so to speak. So I decided, and I know I look a little crazy because I kind of like shook it out, but this was also could like spray it from the root or something like that. So I'm hoping over time, of course, that the shine goes down and that the volume as I wear it more, it loses, like when you wash your hair, it's like really sometimes you're kind of limp or whatever, and as you get more buildup in the hair, it starts to bloom. So I'm hoping that this wig kind of blooms a little bit. Oh, good God. Kind of messed it up a little bit, didn't I? Sometimes you gotta learn to leave well enough alone, but okay. I don't know, I look like a complete another crazy person on this thing. And it's kind of like wonky. Oh, okay. I don't know. I think when I bought it, I was in a different phase of life. And now this is not really like suiting my personality, but it's brand spanking new. And what did I do? I just messed the whole thing up, didn't I? I just left well enough alone, right? Okay, so I'm gonna spend like 20 minutes fixing my hair on camera. When I should have fixed it before I did this, but I wanted to show you this spray. So I found a way to use the living proof spray. It's living proof, so it ain't cheap. It smells good too, but it maybe it'll work better on actual hair versus a synthetic wig, because this is not human hair. But I do have some human hair wigs, but this is not one of them. So I'm gonna. I feel like I'm at it. Like my head is askew. Is that better? I think that's a little bit better. A little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna leave this alone. So hopefully by the time the video ends, my hair would have settled down and it will look more flattering. However, let's keep moving. So that was the Living Proof um, Full Dry Blast Instant Lasting Volume and Texture Spray. Okay. Don't know how much it cost. Came in an Ipsy or Boxy many moons ago. I found it in the drawer and I said, let's use it on this. I need some vodka. This sucker was straight flat on my head and I could not take it. Next, I was on Amazon and I heard of this brand, but I've not really had looked into it any. But this is the Year of the Horse or something. I guess that's Chinese zodiac. Um, Neither here nor there. I don't indulge in that per se. However, I came across the brand in this Year of the Horse collection, and I liked it. I liked it had a palette, some lippies, and lip liner. I don't remember if it had anything else, but those were the things I saw. So the palette was like 105, 110, or something like that. Right now, Amazon is doing pre-prime or whatever days. So I had two lippies and the palette, and it was like $2.95 in the box. I mean, in the cart. Now it's down to 206.05. I'm still not buying it. It was just like a remember how Tarte used to have those rounded palettes, those circular palettes. So the eyeshadow palette is in a circle, and is reminiscent of the outlay of the Tarte palettes, but very nice color story. So I put it in my cart. I know I'm gonna buy it. It was just nice to look at. But the lippies ain't cheap. However, I was more interested in them, and then I put them both in the cart. But then there was one that really stood out to me that I wanted. But I checked eBay, and I got it for less than the price of the lippy on Amazon. So this is, have you heard of Isamaya? I'm sure you have. And this is their Lucky Kiss Diamond Lip Glow um, lippy. And the color is Buck. If you can see that. And this is apply Lucky Kiss directly from the bullet or tap onto lips with finger for a sheer, shimmery effect. Add multiple coats to intensify. Wear alone or over your favorite lipstick. And it's 3.5 grams, vegan, and 18 months. Once you open it. I'm going to get myself straight in a minute. I'm constantly cut to the side. Now, I did not get it for the packaging. The packaging is okay. So I don't really care about that. It's unique. However, that's not the reason why I bought it. But this is the packaging. So I don't know in your Chinese zodiac, if you are Year the Horse, this is the packaging. I think I'm an ox. And it says Isamaya. Isamaya right there. It is a magnetic component. Okay. Um, I can't tell if these are actual crystals in here or just like diamond cuts. Can't tell. These are actual crystals in a, fake ruby, whatever, garnet, whatever, in the horse or whatever. And that's the other side. So both sides are adorned. But I can't tell. I think these are little bitty crystals in the mechanism in the cap of the situation. So if you are Year of the Horse, it's a Maya got you covered. But this is the lippy in all its glory. Do you see this? O O M to the freaking G. Hmm. It's just like a solid gold bullet. It smells like cake batter, and I'm not going to swatch it because I want to behold its glory for just a little while longer. But it's called Buck. Okay, so I got that eBay. Next, off eBay, I was looking for this DKNY fragrance that I bought years and years and years ago. It was called DKNY. No, my DKNY. And I really liked the scent, but I wasn't coming across it. But I did come across this. And this is DKNY Nectar Love, as you can see. This is a 3.4 ounce eau de parfum. And I got it off of eBay. I don't know. I haven't looked up the specs on this. So maybe I'll do that here. Let's see. Look at me doing stuff. I can tell you when it came out and all that. But what intrigued me, I read the notes, of course. But so this is from Donna Karan for women, of course. And it has the main course of beeswax, honey, and I don't particularly like that. However, fruity, sweet, vanilla, animalistic, powdery, fresh, aldehyde, and citrus. And it says it's an oriental floral, and I don't typically go for florals. Is that even PC to say that? Maybe they didn't change to Asian floral. I don't know. It was launched in 2017. I hadn't heard of it till I was on eBay. Its top notes are solar notes, nectarine, yellow freesia, mandarin orange, and grapefruit. Middle notes are marabelle, jasmine, and lily of the valley. And the base notes are beeswax, vanilla, musk, cedar, and neroli. So, of course, eBay didn't have all that information on there. It was just kind of vague. However, it piqued my fancy, so I decided to purchase it. So it was a blind buy, blind purchase, and I don't particularly watch a lot of fragrance channels because I'm kind of picky, and I'm not spending that on no one bottle of perfume, okay? And if I'm spending $100 and something on the perfume. I need a body lotion, I need a body gel, I need a candle, I need a hair mist, I need something else with it, not just the bottle of perfume for $100 and something dollars. But this is the bottle. Look at that. Isn't that freaking super duper cute? Got a little bee right there. Yeah, that's that. But you lift this up, and that is the atomizer there. And I have sprayed it on myself. And it is a nice springy summer scent. Like you can smell it. But don't smell the beeswax or the honey, which I am very grateful for because I am not the person that um, leans toward or is drawn toward that particular type of scent. So this is it. The packaging is super cute. Kind of reminds you of like a little bit of Marc Jacobson, his little whimsical bottles. But I'm still on the hunt for my DKNY. That was my jam. Then, also from eBay, what was I looking for? I wasn't looking for nothing. I came across this. And of course, I'm a blush fiend. I think I said no more blush as well. That didn't hold true. But I came across this blush, and it's a MAC blush. It is a MAC Skin Finish Metal Cream Blush. I hadn't heard of that, although I hadn't really been tracking MAC to be able to say whether I heard of it or not, but I didn't even see anybody mentioning this particular formula or this particular collection. But this is it. Anybody remember this collection? The Skin Finish Metal. Skin Finish Metal Cream Blush, and this is in the color Coveted Coral. I love a coral, and it doesn't. I wish MAC would put the name of the collection on the packaging. So you got to kind of, as a consumer or a collector, you got to kind of remember what, you know what I'm saying, the packaging. But this is it. And it's a gold packaging. And it has the reminiscence of the little, whatever this is, these little red things are on, like little plumes of feather plumes or whatever on the packaging. Of course, it says MAC. It's the Coveted Coral Skin Finish Metallic Cream Blush, made in the USA, although MAC is a Canadian brand. Look at this sucker trying to zoom and focus. And this is the color. It's not doing it justice. I don't want to put my finger in it. Okay. Hold toward the light a little bit. And Dorliza. I bought my little light here from home. I have one of these at my station, my workstation at home. But it has a light and a fan. You just hold it. And it has different settings, and then it turns off when you hold it. And this is the light. I think I showed you guys this before. And then a spotlight. So we're going to see if this helps. Dorliza said I need some light. And it swivels and everything. So I'm going to put some more light on. And hopes. And this helps you see what I'm showing. Okay, that's a little bit better. And you can actually see the color. Although it is kind of casting a little bit of a shadow. Yeah. Doesn't have a scent, but I am excited to use that. Let's see where I can put this to make better. Let's see. Oh no. I don't know if that's even helping any. I'll put it over here. Hopefully to add some. I'll put it over here. Maybe to add a little bit of light to the situation. It's casting a shadow. I have to figure this out. Turn that off. Use no power. Next, so that's all my eBay finds. So it's just the lippy, the Isamaya lippy. That's also, I'm sure, it's on my website and on Amazon. I've got the Prime Day deal, so and it's reduced in cost. My MAC Skin Finish Metallic Blush in Coveted Coral. And my DKNY Nectar Love. Well, I just realized they have like a little bee here as well. Who else has that little bee logo? Is it good on? Julia would know. Then I drifted on over to the Clinique counter website. And I got a couple things there. Woo! And I'm dropping all over the place. So, I went on Clinique, and then who popped up? Capital One popped up and said that you can get 45% cash back on your purchase. So, you can't beat that. So, I did that. So, the first thing I got and tried was this Clinique Moisture Surge Exfoliating Glow Cleanser with bamboo beads, aloe bioferment, and hyaluronic acid. Now, I think I may have mentioned that I am not a manual exfoliating type chick. I prefer a chemical exfoliation. However, I have used this morning, and it's supposed to foam up immediately upon the application to the skin with a little bit of water, and it did do that. Um, let's see what else it says it does here. It's like white right in here. It helps exfoliate dulling dead skin cells while lifting away dirt, oil, and pollution for skin that feels smooth and clean and looks glowing. And yeah, so I don't particularly like manual exfoliants because I feel like I can never get those little beads off my fingers or my face. It's like it's always some residual little BBs on my face, and I don't like that. Even when I'm like eating potato chips, I eat one chip at a time. It must be circular, as circular as I can get it. I don't like folded over or burnt chips, so I dig through the bag till I find the correct chip to eat. However, after I eat one chip at a time. I'm not one of those grab a handful and stick it in the mouth. One chip at a time, bite it, depending on the size, and stick it in my mouth. I don't put the whole chip in my mouth. No, don't do that. Okay, but I'm plain chip person. I might go sour cream and onion, although I haven't had those in years, but I do prefer Lay's regular plain potato chips yellow bag. Okay. Say that all that to say this. In addition to get in context with the fact that I don't like manual exfoliants, because even when I eat potato chips like that, dig in the bag, bite the chip, I have to wipe my hands off residual crumbs, salt. I can't, no, chip, wipe it off. I can't have it on my fingers. I don't like that. So I really don't like having residual BBs on my face or my hands or trying to get it off. It's like while you're wiping it off, it's like you're just moving it down further. But this, I will say, the BBs were not large. I did feel them ever so slightly, so it is a light exfoliation. Um, and they seem to wash away or wipe away with minimal effort. So I do not mind this particular manual exfoliating cleanser. Okay. And it has a nice, clean, refreshing smell. Um, did I feel hydrated after using it? Because it's supposed to have hyaluronic acid and aloe, and it's moisture surge. So I did not, I have normal to dry skin. And I did not feel any tightness or any irritation. It was a pleasant enough cleanser. Again, it's a cleanser. You put it on your face, you're rinsing immediately off, so you're not really getting all the benefits of all the active ingredients they say they put in the sucker. So it's like on, and it's supposed to only keep it on for like 30, 60 seconds anyway. So I scrub, and wipe off. Okay. Then I tried to follow um, the regimen, the moisture surge regimen. So the next thing I did is I had this in a full size, and I showed this to you in the last Clinique show and tell that I did. So this is a mini, a very, very mini of the Moisture Surge Active Glow Serum. So that was that um, jar with the little dropper, and I really liked that. So that was in my room, and this was in the bathroom. So I just opted to use this. So I used this. Then I put on the Moisture Surge Active Glow Serum. And I put that on. And because I have normal to dry skin, they always like, oh, you just need a pea of this and a pea of that. So as I put stuff on my face, it's like it sucks it up. So yeah, I use a little bit more than a pea size of this particular item. It did the same thing as the full size did. It felt very hydrating. My skin felt supple and moisturized. It still did not feel tight. I did use more, like I said, more than a pea size because I have a bigger face, I believe, and that pea size crap is just gonna, especially when I put it on and like kind of like sucks it in. I need to be able to move it around my face. So probably use more like less than a quarter, more than a nickel. size dollop of this. So that worked out. And then I said, okay, because what I found an old Kapari eye cream. It has niacinamide and caffeine in it. And I put that on initially with the under eye. And with that, did not feel moisturized, did not feel hydrated. Um, it didn't feel like it's not that I wanted to be sucked in, but it kind of felt like it just laid there on my skin. So I said, okay, and I looked and I found this, which is, of course, tried and true Clinique's All About Eyes eye cream. Reduces circles and puffs. I don't have circles or puffs, however, I do have dark circles, but I don't think that this is really going to do anything for that. However, when I put it on, it felt very hydrating and moisturizing. My under eye felt soft. It kind of like drank it in immediately. I didn't have to use that much, just a little bit, and I put it around the eye, the orbital bone, on top of the lid because I don't have any shadow, and I hadn't planned on putting on any shadow. And I used that, and that felt pretty dang good. Then, I'm think here. Then I got this little kit. This kit was 15 bucks, and this has the Even Better Light Reflecting Primer, and then the Clinique Moisture Surge 100-hour Auto Replenishing Hydrator. So this is like $15. I do believe I have this in the 24-hour one, an actual jar of it. I have to go look for it. And I do have one of their primers, but it's not the light reflecting one. And I do like the Even Better line. So this is half an ounce, and this is the hydrator is an ounce. Okay, so nice little kit, $15. So since I was using the Moisture Surge situation, I used the Moisture Surge 100-hour Auto Replenishing Hydrator. Trying to get it straight here. I'll figure it out eventually. So I put this on again, more than a pea size, big face, sucks it all in. So I use this. It says you can use it under or over makeup or as a 5-minute mask. Now, when they be telling you to put stuff like this over your makeup, I don't understand that. Who's gonna put this over foundation or blush? I don't get it. But maybe somebody does or at some time did put moisturizers on top of their makeup. It won't be me. So I use this in conjunction with the other 3 things I showed you, and it felt okay. My skin did not feel that overly hydrated. Um, it felt moisturized, but not like um, juicy or anything like that. Like it felt good. My skin was not tight, but sometimes you put that moisturizer on, and then that just makes the skin feel kind of like velvety, soft, and supple, and you have like this dewiness and glow to it. This for me, upon first application, and this is the 100-hour. They do have a 24-hour, which is the one I think I have. The 100-hour so far initial application is just okay. It's nothing that I would go out and buy. And I think when they do these type of kits, they want to draw you in to buy the product. Well, it could be a pro or a con for them because you'll get this and be like, oh, it's okay, but I wouldn't buy it. Or you'll get it like, oh my God, I have to get up full size. I'm like, it's okay if they send it to me again. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't because I have other hydrator moisturizers that I prefer. So this is okay within the line, but nothing that I would seek out. Then I used the Even Better Light Reflecting Primer. So this goes along with their Even Better formula for the foundation, and I think they might even have a powder at this point. So this has, I'll show this to you. I guess I should have showed you the consistency of the other ones, but this has a different type of coloring. So you see that a little bit come out. And of course they tell you that's all you need. Well, I don't know who that's going to work for. I'll just put this on here. Left hand don't work right. And it feels okay. I didn't really see any light reflecting. However, with the even better line, it has like an iridescent to it, a little pearlized situation going on. You really can't see, but it does feel good. It feels smooth. Um, yeah, this is just something that I would like run out and get. I think you could get something similar to this in a cheaper brand, maybe a drugstore brand or another. Well, Clinique is probably on the lower side of cost when it comes to prestige. So you probably go drugstore and find something in a Milani or even a L'Oreal or something to that effect. So it's a nice enough primer, but it didn't really give me. I don't see. Do you see any light reflection going on here? I don't know, but like I said, it does. It feels soft, but it's not a wow. So I'm glad this little kit only costs $15. The other primer I have from Clinique I really like. Can't remember the name of it, but I really like it. Let's see if I can find that sucker. Wow, I got you guys hostage. I don't even know if they still sell it anymore because it's been so long since I purchased it. So they might, that people, brands get rid of stuff all the time. So yeah, it looks like they got rid of it. So this is probably taking the place of it because the only thing they have now is the even better pore defying primer or the even better light reflecting glowy face primer, which is the one I just used, and it's supposed to illuminates and hydrates for an instant glowing complexion and more radiant looking skin over time. Okay, so there you have it, folks. Now, because I bought some things, I'm going to show you the things that came together in a free kit. So, I can't remember what the dollar amount was, but because I bought whatever the dollar amount was, I got this lovely bag, which is cute. And these are raised letters. It's not metal, but it's silvery. They gave me a pink honey almost lipstick. I had one of these before in a gift for purchase I gave to my niece on her graduation day. I'm gonna keep this one, I guess. I bought this years ago when Pink Honey first came out, and I realized that Pink Honey wasn't for me per se, but I think I might be able to make it work now because of something else. So that's Pink Honey. The mascara that I do like from Clinique is the High Impact. Remember I showed you I used that Lash Power, and I did that when I was on my little business trip. And I took that picture, and I think I let you guys know that I really wasn't feeling it all that much because the brush is great, but the formula was a little wetter than I like, and I do like a wet formula. The intensity of the color, black, was good, but the formula was not building up like I need. I'm more volume than anything. I want volume. So it didn't really give me that, but the brush I love, and I'm hoping that it settles down. Now I can use it again, and it will do what I wanted to do. But that brush is nice and slim, and it'll probably be great for under the lower lash line. And it was really great for getting, because I like to go on top of my lashes and pull out, and up under my lashes and pull up, because I have naturally curly lashes, and I like to coat both sides, and I like to hit the tips. And the brush was also good on the end of the wand for splaying out the outer lash. But the the volume was not there for me, and it did like transfer a lot to my lid or whatever. So I'm hoping that if it doesn't settle down, that maybe I can find a brush like that somewhere else, or even buy it again just to get the brush and then put it in a mascara that I actually like. So also with that little gift for purchase I was just showing you, I got the Moisture Surge Body Hydrator. I tried this morning as well on my hands. And yeah, I would pass on this. It didn't do anything spectacular. It says a lightweight cloud like cream actively delivers lasting hydration to relieve dry skin, absorbs quickly, leaves skin smooth and comfortable. It felt good, but it wasn't any better than any normal um, what you call it, lotion that I could have used. However, after using this, I used my regular Bath and Body Works Forever Cherry Blossom lotion I was telling you about, the body cream, and I made the mistake of putting it on top of where I just put this particular lotion, and it felt better. I could feel it going on and sinking in on top of this. It does says it's lightweight, cloud like. It did not sit on top of the skin, so it did penetrate. But when I put that Bath and Body Works body cream, which is going to be thicker, so more emollient, I still felt it go in through this. So if you want something light, and I don't know how much this costs, however, let's see how much it costs. What am I doing? I'm body care. Look at me. I'm keeping y'all hostage. Don't play me. Okay, a 6.7 ounce of this is $39. No, don't do that. If you see a kit and you want to try it, try it. If you start to like it, I still wouldn't buy it for $40. No, I would wait till this sucker show up in a gift with purchase or something, or if you just gotta have it and you love it, get it on eBay. Why spend $40 on that? I mean, you can get some regular old Suave. You know what? Suave, some Suave lotion. Okay. Then they gave the Moisture Surge overnight mask, which is odd because they say you can use, oh, this hydrator I just talked to you about as a 5-minute mask. But this one you put on and leave on. It says for dry to oily skin, luxurious nighttime ritual, hydrates to help restore skin's moisture barrier, creamy mask, helps replenish moisture, skin awakens plump and with hydration, supple and luminous, use nightly or as needed. After your regimen, smooth generously and evenly over face and gently massage until absorbed. So you put this on and you do not take it off. It's not that type. You don't peel it off. You don't rinse it off. You don't wipe it off. You put it on. So it's a sleeping mask, more than likely, overnight. And they just call it overnight and versus sleeping. And how much is this sucker? Face mask. Let's see. Okay, this sucker for 3.4 ounces is $46. Have not tried this. However, yeah, I don't. It might be a wonder thing, but I mean, this they say you can use this hydrator for a bath for 5 minutes. Well, how much is this sucker? Moisturizer face creams with 100. Now they're dramatically different lotion and gel. I never really got into that. Dang, that was like 29. Now that's a nice little deal. Okay, so you can get this full size of the eye cream, and then that is that the eye cream? Let me see. I should have seen that. Nope. So it's this full size of this Moisture Surge Active Glow Serum, and then a full jar of, well, how many ounces is that? Yeah, a full ounce of the, which is what this is, of this hydrator. The whole kit is $91. So this is cool. This is okay. This will be the star of the show, the serum, and then the hydrator. So that'll be cool. But I digress because I was trying to figure out how much that was, and I think I said it was what? Okay, where to go? And then, of course, they're dramatically different lotion. And then, okay, so the moisture, the full ounce, which is what I have here, is $30. They go up to 4.2 ounces for $89. No, 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 no. Like I said, this is going to be your star. And this bad boy here, where'd it go? They're not showing me. Face elegance me on the serums. Okay. Like I said before, I would pay, I would invest in serums. I have, so an ounce of this is $49. I believe I have the 1.7 ounce, and that was 65, but I got it on sale. But this is really good. The Moisture Surge Active Glow Serum. If you have normal to dry skin, that's a winner. Then they gave me this All About Clean Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser for normal skin. Lather small amount on wet palms, massage onto wet face, rinse thoroughly, and then follow with Clinique's 3-step skincare. You know, their basic cleanser, toner, dramatically different lotion. If you haven't figured it out, I'm not a fan. It's mostly glycerin or mineral oil in there. I ain't no, 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 no. And like I said, I would rather pay for a face serum and get concentrated ingredients that are going to penetrate my skin and do what the actives are supposed to do. You put it in here, you're resting it off. You put it in the eye cream, it's going right up under the eye. The moisturizer is not going to be as concentrated because it's being diluted with all those other things. The serum is going to have those actives in there with a concentrated delivery system that's going to give you the bang for your buck and the best outcome for your skincare, what you're trying to get. Okay, so that, and what else does it have? The eye cream and the serum. So I got these, woo, these items that I just showed you. If I get it in camera. With this bag for my purchase. Now again, I don't remember how much I spent, but I am a super saver. What I did buy was this. Oh, and I got a free gift for purchase. I'll show that to you later. But I do like the cheek pops. I have one in Cola Pop. I tried Black Honey. That was a little... I have a lot of colors like that. So I was like, you know what? I bought that years and years ago. I took that back. I think I even tried Pink Honey at one point. I don't think they make Pink Honey anymore, but they still have Black Honey. Cola is so pretty. If you have not tried it, get you one. And it's a decent blush, okay? And I think I also like it because Gabbard daisies are my favorite flower. And I decided to get Ginger Pop. I was cycling through all the colors and everything. And I was like, this isn't necessarily coral. It's more of an orange, peachy situation, which I don't really have a lot of. So I decided to get Ginger Pop. And that's this. Here, isn't it cute? And then I got me a blush brush. This is a Farrah. Of course, I probably got it from Issy Abasi Charm. Blush and contour. Now, the problem is this. Where am I at? Let me do it on this side where you can see. I can't see what side I'm on anywhere. I don't really see this color. And I don't know if it's because of my skin color. Do I actually need to put on a, what you call it, foundation? You know what I'm saying? To even it out, because there is some darkness here. And then I was thinking with that coveted coral skin finish metal cream blush, this might be a great topper if that does not dry down to a powdery finish. So I could use that and then use this to, dry it down. I see a little something, but I think the darkness on my cheek here is really combating the color itself. I think I can put this on for days and really not get nothing, So I think what I'm going to have to do is do a layering situation with this particular shade. The other shades like Fig, they got Fig, so it's purple, but I typically have those type of colors, so I want to get something I did not have. And like I said, I think it's just a matter of needing to layer it. However, I do not need to layer My Colourpop shows up beautiful. I can't even describe the color. It's like a cherry chocolate or something. Very beautiful. So I got my ginger pop. Then I loved the Black Honey Clinique lip and cheek oils. I did not like it as a cheek product. I could see it, but it gave a very glossy um, finish to it, and it kind of was still tacky. And I didn't like that. So I'm not going to be using this or the other one, the Black Honey shade in this as a cheek product. I will use it, however, as a lip oil. And I got it in Pink Honey, which is why I was saying with that Pink Honey that I got, that doesn't really work for me, I don't think. But that was years ago that I tried it, that I'm going to try the Pink Honey. I'll put it here. So that's it. It's cute. I'm going to try the Pink Honey lip and oil. Lip and cheek oil. Okay. On top of this, it says to shake it well. It's not sticky. No scent. Moisturizing. Feels more of a gloss. It has a slight. It does not have an oily slip to it or anything. Feels more of a gloss. And it's more of a they're not there situation. But I'm liking the color that this changed to when I put the lip oil on top of that Clinique Pink Honey almost lipstick. So that's that. Next, I got also Nude Honey. Now I didn't buy a companion for that, and I didn't buy a companion for the other one. It just kind of came in that gift for purchase situation. However, in addition to whatever I bought to get the gift for purchase, they've given away this free gift, which is their dramatically different lipstick, shaping lip color, and this is the one that has that serum, lip serum in the core of it in the middle. This is the packaging, typical Clinique. It used to have like a little C here, but that's neither here nor there. And this color is called Canoodle. Can you see that? My little life. Sometimes it focuses, and sometimes it don't. But anyway, this is number 04 Canoodle. And then I said, nope, wrong one. I said to myself, I wonder why they giving away that lipstick. I'm gonna show you why they're giving away this lipstick. Packaging is nice, typical Clinique. I mean, it feels like metal. I don't think it's like heavy metal or anything, but these little grooves make it easy to grasp. It's not what you call that thing, magnetic. And this is the book. Now I've used it, so let me try to clean it off a little bit. Look at this. See it? Okay. I'll make it a big old mess. Okay. Look at that color. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with this? I can kind of see the peachy situation, and you see a little bit. But I think if my skin was more evened out, you'll be able to see that peachiness a little bit better. But I can see it. I just wish I saw it a lot more. But look, I'm going to do this. Now, it does have that little core right there. That is a lip serum core. So it's supposed to do something great for your lips. It has no scent, and you know, Clinique prides itself on being dermatologist tested, clinical this, clinical that, um, allergy tested, fragrance free, and it does not have a scent. Definitely does not. Um, but I said to myself, okay, they sent me this crazy looking thing here because clearly maybe it's not selling. They could have gave me a better shade. You know what I'm saying? I have been intrigued by these because before the dramatically different lippies did not have this little core in it or this shape. And I think I have everybody probably in their mama had dramatic grape from back in the day. But oh, I can see it. Okay, okay. I think I just have to build this, and I think it really will work well over that cream blush. But I digress. However, I said okay, I'm not gonna do that really. So then I have this. I said, oh, well, maybe this will work on top of it. And this is the Nude Honey. So it's definitely deeper. You shake, shake, shake. And I'm going to show you the color. Where can I do this at? I'm going to do it right here. So this is the lippy, which is not such a very bad color. It's not that pinky nude color that they think everybody can wear. But then I said, okay, maybe I'll try this, like I did on the other one, on top of that. But this is it by itself. Same applicator. And this is Nude Honey. Okay. So what I did was I made a little cocktail that I'm going to recreate for you guys. So I'm going to do it a different way though, because the way I did it this morning, I had to really go over it. I also got this high impact gel tech liner. And of course, I got 10,000 eyeliners. So I said, well, let me find something, a color that I don't have. So I went with Black Honey 02 that you cannot see because now we don't want to focus and zoom like it did earlier. But so it's more of a brownish burgundy, a deep burgundy brown. And it says Black Honey 02. Not that you can see. Okay, you can see that a little bit. Okay. Clinique High Impact. And I do like their cream shaper liners. I think I showed you that a while ago. Egyptian is a beautiful color. It's like a green, brown, with flecks of gold in it. Very nice. But the first time I wore this little combo and I got this canoodle color, I put that on first. Then this is an eyeliner. I said, let me try it. I use it as a lip liner. So we're going to use this as a lip liner first this time. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna put on canoodle. Much better. Because before I had this on, and it took so much of that, because it's not a lip liner, but it took so much of that liner to define the lip over this. And then I, smudge it together a little bit. And this feels very comfortable. So it's more of a cream finish. A cream, probably leaning a little bit matte. And I like that a whole lot better than what I did this morning because like I said before, and I probably put on too much of this initially to go over with this. So putting this on first, which probably was, it depends on how you want to do it. Liner first, liner second. But this is a little bit better. And I think I could wear this like this. Before this morning, it was just too much of this canoodle. Okay? It was canoodling my lips. So I think I can get away with that. But when I put the Nude Honey on, and I prefer the glossier lip. It just, uh, amped it up for me. And my lips feel soft and juicy. I feel cute with this color on now. I think it's much more flattering. Um, Definitely just than I had it this morning. Because like I said, this canoodle just took over. It overtook everything. So I could wear the canoodle with the eyeliner, or I could wear um, these three things together. But I could not get away with just this. So this is the eyeliner in Black Honey, and I also put it on my lid, on my eyelid, on my line, lash line. I can't speak. I'm not sure if it's still even there anymore, but I was able to see it because some liners, because I have such dark lids and my complexion is dark, I can't see it, which is why I typically opt for blacks, um, greens, maybe purples, but I kind of stay away from coffees and um, browns, things of that nature. So this is like the best of, it's giving me a little bit of the burgundy in it, but I can see it when I put it on. It's probably fake. I don't know if it, nope, it's still there. You just can't see it. But yeah, so this is my nudie lip combo. Like I say, now that I know what to do with these two, I can get away with it without this, but I do prefer, this just amps it up and gives me the finish that I like. I'm looking in the mirror over here. Girl. Mm-mm-mm. Juicy lips. And now I can see my, at least on this side where my hair isn't taking over the world. And it seems like my dew then went down a little bit. So that is that. Now I've kept you for an hour of your life, and I'm about to get the hell out of here. I'll mess with my hair again after I said I finally got it to die down a little bit. But I'll put this back where it came from. I'll work it down a little bit more. But yeah, I just want to show you these things. And I want you guys to also be looking out on the 30th at 7 a.m. Big surprise for you. You know I typically post at 8 a.m. But this time I'm posting at 7. Look at me still putting on freaking. I love blush. Oh, yeah, I can see it now. It's faint, but I can at least see it now. Yeah, I think if I had like at least a tinted moisturizer on, that would actually get rid of some of this discoloration here, that it would not be competing with this darkness, and the color would shine through a little bit better. So I do like my ginger pop. You just gotta, tweak stuff. You gotta work with it to make it work for you, okay? Like I did with this canoodle color. But yeah, so that's everything I have to show you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We spent about an hour together, and I'm about to go. I have this little buster hanging out. It's been there for a minute. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. What's this, the pink one? Okay, pink honey. I found a way to finally wear this stupid pink honey. I'm like, dang, I like pink honey. I couldn't figure out how to wear it, but now that they have, and I'm sure I could have found a gloss to go with it, but this is a perfect pairing because it like really deepened up the the lippy itself. The lip oil deepened that up. And I put everything back from whence it came. I got my Smell Good DKNY Nectar Love, 3.4 ounces. Oh yeah. Cute little bottle. That's getting caught on the packaging. Oh, and I also want to tell you, every time I buy something from eBay, it's not always the greatest experience because I bought something else that I'm not showing you because I'm left. I bought a lippy. Now, I don't mind buying used shadows, brushes, or whatever. Somebody may swatch it, use it a couple times, but a lippy is a little bit different. And I don't buy used lip products. However, I bought something. It said new in the box. Maybe the box will be damaged a little bit. That's fine. I don't need the freaking box. I'm not going to wear the box. I get it the other day, open it up, and it looks like it's not only been swatched, but used and not the full bullet. So I have a particular brand, and so I went and looked at mine to make sure I wasn't tripping. And just I found one in the same formula that was not used, and the bullet was completely different from what was shipped to me. So it is not item as described. It is not new in box. It is used in box, and that is swatched in box, used. Okay, and it's not even the full bullet. So I have put in a request for a refund and or some type of resolution for that. The buyer has yet, I'm sorry, the seller has yet to contact me. So I went through eBay to file a claim. So if they continue not to talk to me, eBay will give me my money back. However, they give them 3 days to do so, and tomorrow will be the third day. So if they have not gotten in contact with me to a resolution or any type of communication, I can then go back to eBay and say, look, I filed a claim. They still have not contacted me. I also kind of messaged them prior to filing the claim, and when they did not contact me within a certain period of time, I let them know that since they had not contacted me about my complaint, that I would be going to eBay at that point. So I did give them an opportunity before I went to eBay to say, hey, can we work this out, resolve this situation? However, they have yet to do so. So I went to eBay. So every purchase I get is not always great. It has been few and far between. This has maybe been, I don't want to say because I don't know, but I can probably count on less than one hand how many times I've had an issue with an eBay purchase. Okay, it happens or whatever. It could be just a miscommunication, something maybe I didn't read something right, I didn't look at the picture right. I don't know, but this one's clearly, and I did a screenshot before they moved the sucker, took the sucker down or something, that it said new in box, not gently used, not like new, new in box. So if they want to come and I took pictures of it, the bullet, the list that they sent me, and pictures of my unused, same brand, same formula, different color, however, showing what it's supposed to look like, new in box. So take everything with a grain of salt. I have not had many issues with eBay purchases, but it happens, and I'm just glad that there is a fail-safe for the buyer if the seller does not communicate with. So I am going to be unpacking up. I'm going to see all you lovelies at a different time, place, or situation. And my keys. Um, yeah. So I really want this time, I've used some of the products, and I can give you an actual honest, let's call it a reaction and or review on them without just saying what I think or just putting it on my hand or something and feeling it. I've used it and how what the result was after using it. So I will see, like I said, you guys pretty soon. And be looking out for me next Monday, the 20, what day is that? The 29th. Monday, the 29th. No, the 30th. June 30th, which is a Tuesday. I'm sorry. Tuesday, the 30th. Going to be having a video to blow your minds and knock your socks off. All right. I'll see y'all soon. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my playlist. And bye-bye.